or it is a suggestion via a donation. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Name of the song is Tipping Point, come from the artist Samson. Let's do it, guys. Let's see where this video takes us. Turn up a little bit.
Rest in peace to...
All right, so we have boom bap. Rest in peace, guess in Charlie Kirk. Let's do it.
Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk and bless his family. I know the devil's hard at work. I can't even fathom all the grief and pain that y'all have went through. My thoughts are nearly impossible to explain, but I'll attempt to. I've already written like 5 intros, so many wasted paragraphs and revised pen strokes. There's just so many things I wanna say, and I don't wanna say I'm wrong. I don't know how many times I almost threw away this song. But I feel an obligation. I have a platform and people want my observation. This one is complicated, I go back and forth on it. The facts are distorted so much I'm half and half, I'm torn on it. Trying to grasp the scope of this, and so I'm asking if there's more to it. Reading way too much and end up actually just warping it. Too many voices echoing, reporting everything. How you supposed to comb through all these different passages and sort it? There's so much information out there, it can make you feel like you don't know what's fake or real. Way too many Facebook reels. Shit, it's almost like it's done on purpose just to make us chase our tails. I wish someone would wake me up and offer me those matrix pills so I could see through all the...
Guys, I got to listen. Hold on. Wait. Whoa. Listen, like sometimes I kind of forget that there are some artists that are still trying to keep kind of hip hop alive. I do like the fact that he's actually kind of dialing it back slightly and kind of bringing back some of the boom bap vibe kind of to hip hop here. His cadence and delivery is amazing over this year, guys. It feels great. The subject matter is absolutely poignant here because obviously we're talking about something that that kind of just happened that shook the nation, shook the world, guys, right? So far, great. Not a single issue here. His delivery is spectacular. This is real hip hop, guys. Thanks for keeping it alive, bro.
Our tails. I wish someone would wake me up and offer me those matrix pills so I could see through all the tints in the facade, but I can't. So I feel like I should give this up to God, cause it's a lot and I could use some guidance cause I'm struggling. I got 2 different sides that are inside of me just tugging.
Okay.
My heart tells me fuck these nasty individuals, so despicable, fucking trash. I bet they're miserable. Couldn't last in a debate, so they had to get physical.
Yeah.
Got smashed verbally, so they resorted back to trigger pulls. All he did was talk.
Yeah.
He debated, that was all. Never held a position in office or made any laws. He created an organization to display his faith. He sat right in front of your face and had conversations with y'all. He spoke. He never suspended your rights. Never signed a single fucking bill that affected your life. What exactly did he do that directly impacted you? Instead of saying a couple of sentences that you disliked, y'all took a couple quotes out of their context and flipped it. Cut out the important parts and conveniently left them missing. And even then it still didn't sound that aggressive. Shit, if you thought that was radical, then we got different definitions. And you...
Guys, we have an issue, United States of America, guys. Let's just be real here. Think of the fall of every single great nation. And this is such a shame here because I never want to like actually, I don't know, not like admit it, but like I love the United States of America, right? I love what we have built. I love this this great experiment that we have done here. I will not say that we have lasted longer than the Roman Empire here. We have not, right? But you have to understand when a society starts to decline, you start to realize that things start, instead of moving all together as one, people tend to kind of I don't know, get into like ideology based arguments, and they're so steadfast in their beliefs, or maybe the actual definition of bigoted. They're so bigoted in their beliefs. They're completely immovable on what they don't care about facts, feelings, none of these things. They care. Well, the people that we're talking about cares only about feelings. But the point I'm trying to make here is we are, I think, going through the current downfall of the West, at least. And it's such a shame, guys. I mean, look at what we have all built. Kind of pushing towards like a solid goal of like success and fighting for the concept of freedom, et cetera, et cetera. But there's always like a group that kind of like pops up and destabilizes every single thing. And I think that's kind of what we're going through. We're going through the fall of our society. It has happened. Everything is cyclical, right? So just me being an absolute student of history and the past, you can kind of see what's happening here, and that's so unfortunate, right? It's kind of why I spend like half the year outside of the United States of America, to kind of see what real life feels like again, because without all of the absolute toxicity of oh, you think differently than me, so your opinion in itself is irrelevant and you no longer deserve any type of breath here. Understand the right and the left are not too far off the further you go into each side. Let's just say this year, where fascism is absolutely a thing that can happen on either side when you stop caring, right? The left is so wild right now that it's really hard to even be like, yeah, I mean, I can I even agree with anything you say, because your opinions are so wild, right? Oh, you don't agree, so they need to be canceled, right? Like that's the type of mentality that kind of is happening on the left. And again, as soon as you get to the far right, it's not that far, guys. They kind of meet each other in the middle with how they both do not want each other to speak. And I'm talking about far right, far left, not the like, I don't know, center left people or center right people, guys. I'm not talking about the normals. I would call those people the normals, the ones that have the ability to kind of see things without specifically getting emotional over someone's opinion. And I do think Charlie Kirk was absolutely amazing in this specific thing, like being able to actually have conversations about things that are obviously controversial in a way that was intelligent, and not getting hyper emotional over someone's responses. But if you have watched a good amount of the videos, the debate, you start to realize immediately the other side really doesn't want to hear his mouth, right? Like they never want to hear your mouth at all. They're just going to say, oh, this emotionally doesn't feel good to me. Oh, who cares about your feelings, right? Why do your feelings matter over the facts? I wonder. Right? I wonder. Sorry for the rant in the middle of this here, guys. It still bothers me.
On that aggressive shit, if you thought that was radical, then we got different definitions. And you go and compare him to George Floyd, cause he was a father too. Fucking oh boy, what a wild thing to say. I don't gotta even explain, it's two way different things. This shit is not even the same. You can't trust someone that you don't personally know, so I could never say for sure that Charlie Kirk would be my bro. But if I were to go off of reputation alone, I would never fucking let George Floyd into my home. And it's got nothing to do with his race or his skin complexion.
No, you're right.
It's more to do with his lengthy criminal record. Yeah, it's more because the drug possessions and the robberies and home invasions, I would trust him less around my property.
Right,
I
agree.
shouldn't make a mockery of him. I acknowledge that. Just because he was a criminal, we shouldn't pile on that. I won't say I'm glad that he's dead or claim he deserved it, but don't act like for 1 second that this was the same person. Just check out the reactions to their deaths. Quite the opposite. Look what y'all did and look at our response to it. Instead of riots in the streets, we prayed quietly in peace. We never let our emotions go. We tied them to a leash. We never flipped and flew off the handle and got shitty and left the town crawling with vandals and cops spitting. Shit was gritty. What we saw on the channels was not pretty. The only thing we burned was candles, not cities. So get the fuck out of my face with all these comparisons. Y'all are embarrassing. We can't even call you Americans. You follow a narrative, such a typical situation. The minute something changes, these liberals switch their places. There's something wrong with you if you celebrated his death. You say the right is full of spite, but there's hella hate on the left. It's weird, it's almost like this shit melted away your stress. I never saw somebody die and then felt elated or blessed, but it makes sense. Your party's been stirring this shit. There's countless videos of politicians encouraging this. See, they rile up their base until they pile up their hatred, and now look, all of a sudden gun violence is their favorite. The minute Jimmy Kimmel got pulled from the air at night, the First Amendment became the left's most sacred, cherished right. Now no one should be punished for their words. It's so important.
Oh.
Right. Imagine being murdered for it.
Jesus Christ. Like, guys, every single time you guys send me something from Samson, I'm blown away, guys. Right? I'm just like, listen, he has the ability to kind of understand kind of how things are without specifically piling things on, right? Like in a way that doesn't seem very preachy or anything like that. He's just telling you exactly kind of what it is from like a super based perspective. And I definitely appreciate the based perspective, because I do think that I pretty much live in that realm here. Let's just say that there. I absolutely have no problem with someone having a difference of opinion. Guys, I do YouTube for a living. All right. Like, you understand what I'm saying here, guys? Like, the amount of people who disagree with me on a daily basis, I don't delete comments. I don't block comments. People are like, sometimes, you deleted my comment. Guys, I didn't delete nothing. All right. Like, I want you to be able to say what you want to say. I want you, listen, either it's going to be acceptable, absolutely ignorant, and you're going to embarrass yourself publicly. Right. But again, I'm the one that has my name on here, bro. Right. So you you get what I'm saying here? You're hiding underneath an alias. But either way, so the point I'm trying to make here is that I have not a single issue with people like specifically disagreeing with me. I think that's a great thing personally, right? Like having varying like opinion, right? Do not get sucked up in an echo chamber. I almost personally prefer the people who disagree with me than the ones who just blatantly agree with me. If that makes any sense here, I prefer those people. That may sound crazy. Does that sound crazy? It's well, I don't know. It's kind of because I want you to be able to open your mind, not be just like complacent or like compliant to someone speaking on a camera, bro. Right? Like, don't just agree with me because you're watching me. Right? I don't need confirmation bias, guys. At all. I break echo chambers. People get angry at me because my opinion may change on some things. Again, new information. I have the ability to kind of learn new things and kind of change my opinion based off of these things here. Not direct contradictions, but just understand here. You need to be able to pivot when it's time to pivot. All right. Don't get stuck because I don't know, everyone around you has the same exact thing, and I feel bad for those people. Right. Find some people that think differently than you. Right. Expand your mind here.
You know, I feel like my music has been pretty moderate. I never lean too hard in one direction or the opposite.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's obvious that I'm conservative, but watch my shit. I think I do a pretty good job at keeping my common sense. But lately I've been giving less of a fuck. I got a headache, I'm so fed up with the left and their stunts. From the messages they pump, a bunch of pedos peddling junk. I used to separate you, now I just think everyone sucks. I'll never be friends with you, ugh. Nah, fuck it, dog, I'm serious. How the fuck can you relate to somebody who cheers for this? Y'all are weird for this. I'm done salvaging relationships.
Okay.
I ain't picking up broken pieces off the ground and saving it. If you can't say that this is bad and just agree it's heinous, then I don't give a fuck if you unfollow me or hate this. It sucks. This shit has done massive amounts of damage. And you know, it's probably exactly how they planned it.
Oh, guys. No, that's a banger. Listen, Samson again over delivers consistently. I'm for the most part always shocked at at his social commentary. Let's just say this here, kind of towards the end. I get it, bro. I'm just not at that point yet mentally, right? But I understand that if you are, I understand because you can absolutely look at the left, right, and you'll be like, yeah, guys. The more things progress, the more you start to realize that nah, that's not it, guys. All right, that's not it. That like, I don't agree with nothing you're saying, like none of it. Like, and I mean, like when they speak, I try to listen, right? Because again, I like understanding the like perspectives and things, and it's just like, bro, you're talking crazy. Like none of the things that matter to you matter to me, right? And that was never the point, guys. Like the two-party system is not so much a two-party system now, guys. It's straight on ideology, guys, right? It's just straight down the lines. That's it. That's all it is. It's like, look, either you like and agree with this thing or you do not, right? But then there's like that weird thing that happens kind of within the Black community, right? So like I had a meeting with someone yesterday, actually. And just like listening to things and like having conversations about things, along with like the politics of things, right? And just I always find it so intriguing how sometimes Black Americans will say one thing. Apologies for that, guys. They say one thing, okay? Like they don't agree. Like when I say, guys, I'm trying to be nice here. I'm trying to say it in a very conducive manner here, right? That everyone can kind of understand here. You say one thing, like, I don't really understand why people do that, right? Like, or I don't want my kids to be evolved around certain things, right? Like, I don't really partake in all of this stuff at all. In fact, I vehemently disagree with it, right? Like, I don't want, right? But then when voting time comes, they vote for the exact thing that they're blatantly saying they're disagreeing with. Which one is it? Right? What's going on here? And I've noticed this more like in Black males, right? Specifically, I think Black men in general are hyper conservative, right? Like hyper conservative, but because of the narrative that generally gets like super pushed, like the I don't know, the stoking the victim flames, right? That the left does, right? I think that black men just tend to just involve themselves in it. Also, think about this here, guys. If we look at the black community specifically, we're talking about a kind of a majority community that, well, not really, is it a majority, guys? It's a good amount, let's just say this here, but enough for it to be very noticeable at least. Like fatherless households is a thing. Um, if you look online, you see that a lot of men, like in like men's rights groups and men's right activists, they always complain about one thing about like accountability specifically. When we start talking about women that generally had to kind of do everything on their own for the most part because of the fatherless environment, they're also being raised without fathers. They're not really seeing the benefit in having fathers in the household, et cetera, et cetera. They tend to raise their boys kind of very similar to them because again there's no masculine influence around them, and if we start talking about all these men's right activist groups that point out that accountability is a problem, you start to immediately kind of correlate two topics here. The men that are growing up in fatherless households are tending to kind of do exactly what the women in their lives are saying exclusively. um, and again, they tend to kind of be more attracted to, let's say, things that are against the concept of accountability. Because again, the men's right activists theorize that there's an issue with accountability in with some women here. Right? So if they're being raised like that, being anti-accountability, more prone to be victims, right? Of course, they're going to side, let's say specifically with the left and the Democrat Party because they're victims mentally. They also are men without accountability. Right? They don't want to pull themselves up. They want handouts. Right? That's it. I think, guys, I don't know. It's just in my head, but that's kind of how I look at it. I'm just like I'm trying to figure out why it is that every single black man that I generally speak to, generally, is super conservative until it's time to vote. What is it? What is it? Is there something deeper here, guys? Or is that it? Guys, let me know about my theory. Seriously. I want you guys to tell me about it. You can yell at me in the comments. It's fine. I'm used to it. You guys do it anyway. Right? There's going to be someone calling me some type of, I don't know, raccoon or some crazy, some craziness. That's fine. Bro, I don't adhere. All right. But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. In the meantime, I will catch you guys later.